What does it really mean to be respectful? Can you be rude and be respectful? Can you be polite and be disrespectful? If someone gets upset with you, does that automatically mean you are being disrespectful? I'm Sean from dishonorablespeechandpolitics.com, and I'm here to try to answer these questions and more about what it means to be respectful. Merriam-Webster.com defines respectful as marked by showing respect. And one of the definitions it gives for respect is a feeling or understanding that someone or something is important, serious, etc., and should be treated in an appropriate way. I take from this that being respectful is basically acting in a way that originates from feelings or thoughts that someone or something is important. I believe every person is important and has intrinsic value as a person. This even includes ones who've done bad things. So, for me at least, I want to be respectful of all humans. What does being respectful generally look like? Consistently showing up on time and keeping your word or doing what you said you'd do. Being kind, not swearing when around people who you haven't verified are okay with it. Respecting how people want to be touched or not touched. Considering others' feelings. Being sincere. Paying attention and acknowledging when someone has spoken. Not excessively interrupting someone or telling someone to shut up. Avoiding being condescending and not saying demeaning or harassing things. And oftentimes, being respectful looks like being polite. Okay, so what is being polite, and can you be polite and disrespectful? Two of the definitions Merriam-Webster.com gives for polite are showing or characterized by correct social usage, and marked by an appearance of consideration, tact, deference, or courtesy. I'd say a key difference then between being respectful and being polite is that being polite is more about appearances, and being respectful is more about thoughts and feelings. So can you be polite and disrespectful? I believe yes, such as being polite to someone's face and then talking about them behind their back, or not showing up on time and saying you're sorry, but really not caring about arriving when you said you would. In my opinion, the relationship between being respectful and being polite is somewhat analogous to the one between being kind and being nice that I've covered in a previous video. What about being rude? Can you be rude and be respectful? I believe yes. If you don't know the customs of where you are, although there are guidebooks for that sort of thing, so perhaps you weren't as respectful as you could have been if you looked up local customs in advance. Reader's Digest has an interesting article about manners that are considered rude in the U.S. that are considered polite in some countries, such as burping after a meal. I believe you could also be rude and respectful if you're being rude as a joke, with someone with whom you bond over these types of practical jokes. Now, if someone gets upset with you, does that automatically mean you are being disrespectful? I don't believe so. Maybe you just misjudged your level of rapport with the person and didn't realize what you were going to say might be upsetting to them. The feelings others are going to have are difficult to predict, and we can never be 100% sure that someone won't have a bad reaction to something we say. And if we don't say something because we're worried about it possibly upsetting someone, that could be disrespectful in itself, because we're not sharing with that person a more full range of our ideas and a more full chance for them to learn and grow. So I believe being respectful is about not having the intent to hurt and giving our best effort to take into consideration the other person, but there are no guarantees the other person won't get upset. That brings me to the end of the video. Thank you for watching.